Hello students, welcome to the maths class. So we were in chapter fractions and decimals and we were doing exercise 2.1. Let us discuss question number 5. Find the perimeter of triangle ABC and triangle BCDE in the figure. Let us see. Here is a question. Perimeter of triangle ABCD, all the lengths are given. You know that the perimeter is the sum of all the sides, right? So it will be equal to 5 by 2 plus 2 whole 3 by 4 plus 3 whole 3 by 5. Clear? You know that this is mix. I told you in my previous video how to convert the mixed fractions into improper ones. So let us write down 5 by 2 plus 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 3, that is 11. 11 by 4 plus 5 3s are 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. 18 upon 5. Clear? All of them are unlike. You need to find out the LCM. You know the procedure how to find out the sum of unlike fractions. So 2, 4 and 5, the LCM will be 20, right? And I expect that you can do it on your own. Clear? Now come to this one, rectangle BCDE. This is a rectangle. BCDE is a rectangle. And you know that this is a length and this is a breadth. In my previous video I have discussed one question where we have calculated how to find out the perimeter of a rectangle. That will be equal to 2L plus B. That will be equal to 2 times length, that means 2 whole 3 by 4 plus 7 whole 7 upon 6, that is equal to 2 whole 8, 11 upon 4 plus 7 upon 6. Clear? I think you can complete it on your own. Clear? Yes. Now come to the next topic of this chapter, that is fractions and decimals, multiplication of fractions and decimals. This is exercise 2.2. Here you can see some figures, right? The basic concept of the fractions has already been studied in the previous classes. Now here you see which of the following drawing A to D shows 2 multiplied by 1 by 5. That means 5 parts should be there. 2 parts, 2 of 1 by 5. Let us see where 5 parts are there. Here you can see the figure. There are 5 parts of these 2 circles, right? And this is a PDF of this chapter exercise. That is why it is not very clear. One part is shaded, right? So this will be called as 1.5, 1.5. 2 times 1.5. So it is 2 upon 1 by 5 multiplied by 1 by 5. Clear? Similarly, see this one. Here it is given 3 multiplied by 2 upon 3. 3 multiplied by 2 upon 3. That means the figure should have 3 parts. See, 3 equal parts are there. Clear? Out of which these 2 parts are shaded. As you can see, these 2 parts are shaded. That means shaded part is 2 upon 3. Here these 2 parts are shaded. Clear? Now here is 3 multiplied by 2 upon 3. This is 2 upon 3, this is 2 upon 3, this is 2 upon 3. All these in combination will make 3 2 upon 3. This is 3 multiplied by 2 upon 3. Clear? So in this way you can do rest. Similarly, see question number 2. Some pictures A to C are given below. Tell which of the following shows. So let me discuss only one. This is the second part. 2 into 1 upon 3. Where is 1 upon 3? Again we got the same figure. Let us see this one, first one. 1 upon 5, where you can see 5 parts. Here are 5 parts. See, here are 5 parts, out of which 1 is shaded. In this picture it is not very clear, but you must be having your books. There it will be clear to you. Only any one of this part is shaded. Clear? Yes, this is also the shaded part is 1 upon 5. Here is 1 upon 5. Here is 1 upon 5. 3 times 1 upon 5 will give you 3 upon 5. Here 3 parts are shaded. Is it clear? Yes. Now come to question number 3. Multiply and reduce to the lowest term. You know what is a lowest term. Lowest term means there should not be any common factor. Let us see one question of this exercise, that is 2.2. 5 upon 2 multiplied by 6. Clear? 5 upon 2 multiplied by 6. You know that this is a whole number, this is in fraction. So ultimately in these kind of questions, what we do? By 1, that is equal to 5 into 6 upon 2 into 1, that is 2. We multiply numerator with the numerator, denominator with the denominator. 6 can be written as 6 by 1. So answer is 5 into 6, that is 30 by 2. So we have to reduce in the lowest term. So let us cancel here itself. You know that 2 is 1 time, 2 is 3 time. Answer is 15. Clear? Similarly, let us see 7th part. Here is a 1. 11 multiplied by 4 upon 7. This is again a whole number. It don't have any denominator, so denominator is 1. We can take it as a 1. So 11 into 4 upon 7. Clear? Therefore, you know that there is no common factor between 7 and 4 and 11, etc. So let us multiply numerator with the numerator, denominator with the denominator. So we will get 44 upon 7. Is it clear? Now let us see question number 5. Let us see question number 5. Here they are saying 2 upon 3, this is B part of question number 5. Clear? 2 upon 3 of 18. Of means multiplication. That means 2 upon 3 multiplied by 18. So here again you know how to multiply them. It do not have any denominator. You can keep it 1. You may not keep it 1. It's okay. So 2 multiplied by 18, it will give you 2 into 18 upon 3. Clear? You can multiply and then cancel. So you can also cancel here itself. So you will get 3 times 1 and this is 6 times. Answer will be 12. Clear? So I think you have understood how to do the questions of where of is used. Of means multiplying. Now one more question of this one. Let us see 4 upon 5 of 20. So it is D part. 4 upon 5 of 20. That means 4 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 20. Here is 4 into 20 and denominator is not there. So you can keep it 1. 4 into 20 upon 5, that is equal to 4 into 20, 80 upon 5. You can also cancel here itself. 5 1 times, 4 times. Answer is 16. 5 1 time, 24 times. Answer is 16. I hope you have understood question number 5, question number 3 of this exercise. Right? Rest of the questions we'll discuss in the next video.